What if I told you there are places in America where you can wake up to mountain views, sip your coffee by the ocean, walk through neighborhoods that look like movie sets, and still afford to live there? In 2025, some cities are emerging as not just beautiful, but livable. These places offer not only stunning scenery, but also opportunity, affordability, and culture that pulls people in and keeps them there. This isn't just another list of vacation towns. We've researched where people are actually moving, where quality of life is on the rise, and where beauty is part of the everyday routine, not just a postcard. So whether you're planning your next big move, dreaming about a new start, or just curious to see what cities are quietly becoming America's most desirable places to live, stay with us, because number 3 might completely surprise you, and number 1, well, that place might just change your life. Let's dive into the top 10 most beautiful cities to live in the United States in 2025. Number 10. San Antonio, Texas. What if you could live in a city where every morning started with the sound of mariachi music, and every evening ended with a riverside walk past historic Spanish architecture? San Antonio is often overshadowed by its flashier neighbors like Austin or Dallas. But in 2025, it's becoming a hotspot for people who want more culture, more value, and more sunshine in their daily lives. It's the 7th largest city in the US, with over 1.5 million people, but it still feels like a big town at heart. You get the perks of a city, like job opportunities, a food scene that rivals bigger metros, and a growing tech industry, without the chaos or high prices. The cost of living is one of San Antonio's strongest points. While Austin home prices are climbing toward the $500,000 mark, San Antonio homes average around $270,000. Rent is just as friendly, hovering around $250 a month, well below the national average. This is a city where you can live comfortably and still have money left to enjoy life, whether that's tacos every Tuesday or front row seats at a Spurs game. Employment-wise, the city is booming in cybersecurity, bioscience, tourism, and healthcare. Anchored by the San Antonio Military Medical Center and companies like USAA, the job market is strong. Unemployment is low and job growth is projected to outpace the national average for the next decade. San Antonio also gives you sunshine. Lots of it. Over 300 days a year, in fact. That means plenty of time to paddleboard along the San Antonio River, explore the city's sprawling park system, or attend one of the many cultural festivals, including the 10-day-long Fiesta, which attracts over 2.5 million visitors every year. But what really sets San Antonio apart is its soul. This city is colorful, welcoming, and deeply rooted in history. From the Alamo to the street art in Southtown, from Market Square to the Missions, it blends old-world charm with modern energy. If you're looking for a place where affordability meets authenticity, where culture is around every corner, and where life feels vibrant every day, San Antonio is calling. Number 9. Key West, Florida. Key West isn't just a beach town. It's a lifestyle. It's a mindset. And for many, it's the dream. Tucked at the very southern tip of the Florida Keys, just 90 miles from Cuba, Key West is one of the most unique places to live in America. At just over 7 square miles, it's small. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in personality. Roaming roosters, pastel conch houses, vibrant art galleries, and sunsets that bring the entire island to a halt. This is Key West living. Yes, it's expensive. The average home price sits just under $1 million, and rent typically runs about $3,000 a month. But what you're buying into isn't just real estate. It's a lifestyle built around freedom, creativity, and simplicity. There's no state income tax in Florida, which helps soften the financial hit. And with many locals working in tourism, the arts, or remote jobs, people find ways to turn the laid-back island vibe into a viable way of life. The job market centers around hospitality, entertainment, and services. With over 2 million tourists visiting each year, there's no shortage of demand. Key West thrives on its ability to share its energy with the world, and the locals who live here are at the heart of that experience. Weather-wise, it's paradise. The island hasn't seen frost since the 1800s. Average temperatures hover around 77 degrees year-round. Winters? Not a thing. But beyond the weather, what makes Key West truly special is the community. locals refer to themselves as conks. They take pride in the town's weirdness, its warmth, and its welcome. You'll find poetry, slams in coffee shops, drag shows on Duval Street, and open-air seafood joints serving fresh catch just steps from the boat. Hemingway lived here. Jimmy Buffett wrote songs about it, and you might just find that it's the kind of place that lets you be exactly who you are. Living in Key West is like turning your vacation into your everyday. If your soul is craving sunshine, salt air, and the kind of freedom you can't buy in a big city, Key West might be your answer. Number 8. Portland, Maine. What if you could start your day with a lobster roll, spend your lunch break by the sea, and close your evening with craft beer and ocean fog rolling in? Welcome to Portland, Maine, a coastal gem where salty sea breezes mix with the scent of wood-fired pizza, and every street feels like it's straight out of a travel magazine. With just over 68,000 residents, Portland is small but mighty. It offers the kind of quality of life that's increasingly rare in coastal cities. Walkable neighborhoods, a close-knit community, and easy access to nature without giving up urban perks. It's a city where fishermen dock next to gourmet food, trucks, and where history and modern design coexist in harmony. Think of it as a New England fishing village with the personality of a Brooklyn art district. Housing here is relatively affordable, especially compared to other coastal cities. The median home price is around $485,000, while rent floats near $2,000. Not cheap, but still manageable when compared to Boston or San Francisco. And in Maine, there's no state sales tax on groceries or clothing, a welcome perk. The job market thrives in healthcare, education, tourism, and increasingly, remote work. The unemployment rate hovers around 2.8%, and the city has seen steady population growth, especially among young professionals and creatives looking for a quieter yet stimulating lifestyle. Portland punches above its weight when it comes to culture. With over 20 craft breweries, weekly farmers markets, an active art scene, and festivals that light up the waterfront, there's always something going on. For nature lovers, it's paradise. The Casco Bay Islands are just a ferry ride away. Skiing is 90 minutes inland, and the Marginal Way Coastal Walk offers jaw-dropping views any day of the week. Yes, winters bring snow, but locals embrace it. Snowshoes come out, fireplaces flicker, and the community grows closer. If you want a place with Atlantic beauty, small-town charm, big city creativity, and just enough grit to keep things interesting, Portland, Maine might be your forever town. Number 7. Annapolis, Maryland. Ever dreamed of living where sailboats pass your window, history lines every street, and your commute could literally include crabbing at sunrise? Then Annapolis, Maryland should be on your radar. This is a place where American history meets Chesapeake Bay serenity. With a population of just over 40,000, Annapolis feels more like a storybook town than a state capital. It's home to the U.S. Naval Academy, but beyond that, it's filled with colonial buildings, cobblestone streets, and centuries-old houses with plaques naming who lived there during the American Revolution. Annapolis is the kind of city that rewards slow strolls. Every alley seems to lead to a new waterfront, garden, or artisan shop. And if you like being near water, this is it. Boating, kayaking, and sailing aren't just weekend hobbies, they're woven into daily life. The average home price sits around $590,000, with rents typically at $2,300. It's a little higher than average, but you're paying for access to waterfront living, DC proximity, and one of the highest median household incomes in the country. Maryland's economy is strong, and Annapolis is part of that. Many residents work in federal government, education, or defense, but small businesses thrive here too. Artists, independent shop owners, and food entrepreneurs all carve out success. The town hosts festivals nearly every weekend: arts, heritage, seafood, sailing. Walk along Ego Alley and watch the boats parade by, or grab crab cakes at a harborfront cafe while jazz plays from the open windows. Annapolis isn't just about beauty, it's about balance. It offers history without being stuck in the past, and access to modern life without the burnout. If you're looking for a peaceful, prosperous place to drop anchor, Annapolis offers more than charm. It offers a lifestyle that's both elevated and grounding. Number 6. Charleston, South Carolina. What if your daily walk past gaslit lanterns, antebellum mansions, and 100-year-old oaks draped in Spanish moss That's not a movie set. That's just another evening stroll in Charleston South. Carolina Charleston is elegance and history wrapped in a warm southern breeze. With about 150,000 residents, it's large enough to offer jobs and opportunity, yet small enough to feel personal and deeply rooted in community. Founded in 1670, Charleston is one of the oldest cities in America. But don't mistake it for outdated. It's a modern hub for healthcare, aerospace, tech, and hospitality, attracting young professionals, entrepreneurs, and artists from all over the country. Average home prices are around $540,000, though historic downtown properties can go over $1 million. Rent sits at about $2,200, depending on the neighborhood. But the value you get in lifestyle, location, and cultural richness, that's hard to match. Charleston's economy is rock solid. Boeing and MUSC Health are major employers, and the rise of remote work has made the city even more attractive to digital nomads and freelancers. But let's talk about the real reason people fall in love with Charleston: the lifestyle. It's one of the few cities where you can start your morning with shrimp and grits at a sidewalk cafe, spend your afternoon at the beach, and wrap up with a ghost tour or jazz show. There's Folly Beach for a casual surf scene, Sullivan's Island for peaceful coastal living, and Kiowa Island for high-end golf and resorts, all within a 30-minute drive. And don't even get started on the food. This city is a heavyweight when it comes to southern cuisine: shrimp and grits, she crab soup, fried green tomatoes. Each bite feels like a love letter to the region. Charleston is tradition and youth, southern charm and progressive energy, all rolled into one of the most visually stunning cities in the U.S. If you want to live in a place where history whispers, the ocean beckons, and every day feels just a little too beautiful to be real, Charleston might be where your next chapter begins. Number 5. Honolulu, Hawaii. What if the view from your office window was Diamond Head, and your morning commute meant catching waves before emails? That's not vacation. That's life in Honolulu. As the capital of Hawaii and the largest city in the islands, Honolulu is a vibrant, ocean-wrapped metropolis where nature and modern life blend seamlessly. With about 350,000 residents in the city proper and nearly 1 million in the metro area, it's a true cultural crossroads where Pacific Island tradition meets global influence. Honolulu is expensive. The average home price is just above $830,000, and rentals start at around $2,800 for something decent. But you're paying for year-round sunshine, ocean views, world-class healthcare, and an overall lifestyle that ranks among the healthiest and happiest in the country. There's no winter here. Instead, you get 278 days of sunshine a year, cooled by trade winds and backdropped by blue water and green mountains. The economy is heavily driven by tourism, the military, and healthcare. But with remote work growing and Honolulu investing in tech and innovation sectors, it's becoming increasingly attractive for digital professionals who want a change of scenery without sacrificing opportunity. The food scene here is wildly diverse. Think poke bowls on the beach, Japanese izakayas in tucked-away alleys, fresh mangoes from farmers markets, and the kind of malasadas that will haunt your dreams. Honolulu offers a slower pace, but it's not sleepy. There's nightlife, shopping, business districts, and world-renowned beaches like Waikiki just blocks from city streets. Surfing isn't just a sport, it's therapy, transportation, and ritual. And the sense of community here is something else entirely. The aloha spirit isn't just a slogan, it's a way of life. People look out for each other. Smiles are real. Connections are deep. If you're seeking a balance between career, calm, and breathtaking beauty, Honolulu could be your definition of paradise. Number 4. Aspen, Colorado. What if you lived where billionaires ski, where artists create in mountaintop studios, and where every window frames a postcard view? That's Aspen. Located in the heart of the Colorado Rockies, Aspen has long been known as a playground for the rich and famous. But look deeper, and you'll find a small town with a deep soul, artistic roots, and one of the most active and engaged communities in the United States. The population hovers under 10,000, but Aspen punches way above its size. It hosts the Winter X Games, world-class music festivals, film events, and intellectual gatherings like the Aspen Ideas Festival. Housing is, no surprise, very expensive. The median home price in 2025 sits at about $3.2 million. Rentals, if you can find them, average around $3,500 a month. This is one of the most expensive zip codes in the US, and yet it continues to attract not just wealth, but vision. What makes Aspen livable for those who can afford it isn't just the status, it's the lifestyle. The town runs on 100% renewable electricity. Trails are always close, snow is a way of life, and the community is fiercely protective of the natural environment. People here work hard, play harder, and tend to have a strong connection to wellness. Yoga at sunrise, mountain biking in summer, powder days in winter, it's all part of the weekly rhythm. There's also a deep respect for the arts. Aspen has its own ballet company, symphony, and a contemporary art museum that rivals big cities. The food scene is equally impressive, offering everything from five-star dining to down-to-earth cafes that serve local elk burgers and fresh trout. Aspen isn't for everyone. But if you're looking for a place that values beauty, nature, sustainability, and creativity as much as it values wealth, then this rare mountaintop oasis might just be the perfect place to elevate your life. Number 3. San Francisco, California. What if your morning walk took you over a fog-covered bridge, your office was a global tech hub, and your weekends were filled with festivals, beaches, and the best food on the planet? That's San Francisco. Few cities in the world offer what San Francisco does. A powerful blend of history, innovation, natural beauty, and culture that collides in spectacular ways. This city of 815,000 people feels like a mosaic. Every neighborhood has its own story. From the painted Victorians of Haight-Ashbury to the cafes of North Beach, the steep streets of Russian Hill to the bustling piers of the Embarcadero, there's no place like it. Yes, it's expensive. The average home price tops $1.3 million, and rent averages about $3,300 a month. But for many, the trade-off is worth it. This is a city where you can start a billion-dollar startup in your garage, meet people from every continent before lunch, and catch a jazz trio in an alleyway bar that same evening. San Francisco is the beating heart of Silicon Valley, and the tech industry dominates here. Companies like Salesforce, Twitter, Airbnb, and thousands of startups call it home. But there's also deep history. Gold rush roots, civil rights milestones, and waves of immigration that have made this city one of the most culturally layered in the world. The natural surroundings are equally iconic. The Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, the Pacific Ocean, and Muir Woods all sit within reach. You can hike among redwoods, surf at Ocean Beach, and eat world-class ramen, all in the same day. And then there's the food. San Francisco doesn't just feed you, it educates your taste buds. Michelin-starred restaurants sit next to corner taco joints. Farmers markets overflow with organic produce. Every culture's cuisine is represented. If you're looking for a city that challenges, inspires, and offers constant discovery, San Francisco might just be the place you've been waiting for. Number 2. Savannah, Georgia. What if you could live in a city where every street feels like a film set? Every square is a garden, and history meets hospitality around every moss-covered corner. That's Savannah. Founded in 1733, Savannah is one of the most charming and best-preserved cities in the American South. It's a place where cobblestone streets, gas lanterns, and historic mansions coexist with contemporary art schools, hip cafes, and an ever-growing creative scene. Savannah is as much about feeling as it is about function. The live oaks draped in Spanish moss, the soft pace of daily life, the riverboats drifting past the historic district. It all creates an atmosphere that's equal parts romantic, artistic, and deeply human. The cost of living here is surprisingly accessible. The average home price is around $290,000, and rent typically ranges from $1,400 to $2,800. Compared to the cities we've covered so far, Savannah is incredibly affordable, especially considering the visual and cultural richness it offers. Employment centers around education, design, hospitality, logistics, and film. The Savannah College of Art and Design, SCAD, has helped shape the city into a creative hub, drawing artists, filmmakers, designers, and dreamers from across the globe. Savannah also has one of the busiest ports in America, fueling jobs in shipping and global trade. Its proximity to major highways and rail lines has made it a powerful economic player in the region. But the real magic of Savannah is lifestyle. You can spend your mornings at Forsyth Park with coffee in hand, stroll through 22 historic town squares on your lunch break, and catch a play or gallery show in the evening. There's also Tybee Island just 30 minutes away, offering beach days and water sports for those who want coastal living with downtown convenience. Savannah doesn't just look good, it feels right. It offers balance between work and rest, between creativity and calm, between beauty and affordability. If you're seeking a soulful city with a slower heartbeat and deeper meaning, Savannah is more than a destination. It's an invitation. Number 1. Sedona, Arizona. What if your backyard was a canvas of red rock cliffs, your morning ritual was hiking through canyons, and your neighbors were artists, healers, and entrepreneurs? Then you might already be living in Sedona. Sedona isn't a city, it's a sanctuary. Nestled between towering sandstone formations in northern Arizona, it offers a rare mix of spiritual energy, natural wonder, and modern convenience. With a population under 10,000, Sedona is small. But its influence, tourism, and quality of life are massive. People from around the world come here to hike, heal, meditate, create, and reconnect with nature and with themselves. Housing here isn't cheap. The average home price hovers around $925,000, and rent is typically over $2,800. But what you're investing in goes beyond square footage. You're buying into a life that centers around peace, purpose, and perspective. Many Sedona residents are remote workers, artists, spiritual practitioners, and retirees who've traded the rat race for red rocks. And the community is unlike anywhere else in the US. Deeply intentional, welcoming, and present. The city has been designated a dark sky community, which means that on any clear night, you can see more stars than you probably have in your entire life. It also has some of the cleanest air in the country. What's special here isn't just the scenery, it's the energy. People talk about the vortexes, natural sites around Sedona believed to radiate spiritual energy. Whether or not you believe it, you feel something here. A sense of calm, of space, of being grounded. Sedona is also incredibly health-focused. Organic markets, yoga studios, Reiki centers, massage therapy, hiking trails, bike paths. It's all part of daily life. And while the town isn't big on nightlife, the sunrises and sunsets more than make up for it. If you're looking for a place where nature is your neighbor, your schedule slows down, and every moment feels intentional, Sedona may be the most beautiful and meaningful place you could ever live. So, there you have it. 10 cities. 10 different ways to live more beautifully in 2025. From the soulful streets of Savannah to the sacred serenity of Sedona, each one of these places offers not just a pretty view, but a real, livable lifestyle. One that blends opportunity, affordability, culture, and nature in ways most of us only dream about. So now it's your turn. Which one of these cities spoke to you? Which one made you pause and imagine your life there? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, if it got you dreaming, planning, or just appreciating how much beauty the US really has to offer, support our channel by hitting that like button. It helps more than you know. Don't forget to subscribe to Travelo for more deep dives into the world's best places to live, travel, and transform your life. And if you know someone who's been thinking about making a move, share this video with them. It might be the push they need to take the next step toward a more beautiful life. This is Travelo, where we don't just show you the world, we help you imagine living in it. We'll see you in the next one.